Alright guys, it's me. Kai, how are you today, night or evening? Whatever time it is for you. Hopefully you're doing alright. I have a couple of things I want to talk about today. First one is In Space with Markiplier. Absolutely fucking loved it. Holy shit. It's so great. I can't wait till May 2nd. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, so if you haven't watched / played through it, click off. Okay, have you clicked off? Are we off the... click off the screen? Ooh, okay, cool. So, for those of you who may not have been familiar with it and didn't listen to me when I said if you don't want it to be spoiled, don't skip ahead in the video. I mean, don't watch this section of the video. But if you are still curious, little bean, and you just decided to, I'll explain what the concept is. So it's like a choose your own adventure thing that Markiplier has done a couple of years in a row now. I think he took a break. I think there was a couple of years between Heist and In Space. But the first one he did was A Date with Markiplier, and then it was A Heist with Markiplier, and then it's In Space with Markiplier Part 1, and then soon enough, Part 2. It focuses on time loops this time around, and like multiverse theories and shit like that, and there's so many fun endings. Oh my god, fucking, the Warp Stash is in it. And according to one of the endings where you get like an Easter egg, he is a big key point to tie in all the lore together of this, which I have a theory cooking up in my head. Film theory / game theory, if you will. But I'm actually going to write out that video and record it a la game theory, film theory-esque, you know, script it out, actually put some thought into it. This is just kind of my overview of how I felt about the series and my favorite moments. The put her in reverse option was just, mwah, chef's kiss. Perfect. It was perfect. So perfect, in fact, that I started doing an Italian accent when I said the word perfect, which is how you know that it was good. But, yeah. Mark fucking knocked it out of the goddamn water this time. But yeah, I also like the granny ending, you know, where you just fuck shit up and you end up stuck in the paradox thing. I really liked it. I can't wait for In Space with Markiplier Part 2. And hopefully we see more MatPat and more of the crew, because that's what I felt like was kind of lacking in this, was like we didn't, I know it's In Space with Markiplier, but like they introduced the crew, so you would think that we would have more than like a few little old scenes with them. And you know, there's some crew members that you only see once, and I have played through everything that I am aware of in there, so if I'm wrong, please, like, you know, let me know. But if I'm not mistaken, some of the characters just don't show up beyond their just being there as like extras. And I really feel like they probably play bigger parts in Part 2. And obviously Warp Stash is going to play a big part in Part 2, because he literally says it in his Easter egg route. So, it is interesting to note that this is Warp Stash before, I think, Heist with Markiplier, I think. This is mother-loving Warp Stash, you know. But I'm really interested to see where this goes in the second part. It's really good. It was so good. I did a whole map of the endings that I got in the orders that I got them in, and so I checked it with other people's online, and it seems that I've gotten all of the endings that you can find. I think there's 10 or 11. It might be 9 though. It's somewhere between 9 and 11. Out. But Yeah, I really liked it. It was really good. Let's see, what's another thing I can talk about? I had another thing I was going to talk about, and I smooth forgot what it was. Oh, that's nice that I don't have any idea what it was. I can't believe I'm blanking on this. I had like a whole idea. I was like, oh my god, this time I'll be able to do a video with a point to it. Okay. I had something else I was gonna talk about. Now I don't remember what the fuck that was. So... Shit. No, dude. Okay, that was a puppy. Okay. Let's see. I don't really know what to say. But let's see. In space is what I was talking about. Mind blank, no thoughts. Like Noah. If you understand that, hey, nice. Nice. I fuck with you. Yeah, but I also like the Frozen ending. The Frozen ending was pretty good. And, yeah, I liked the fix it from the outside loop. That was so fucking great. I mean, not the fix it from the outside loop. I mean, the fix it from the outside was great too, but that wasn't a loop. Think of it as like a soft restart thing. My favorite part also was like the jump loop, where you could just keep jumping onto the ship and perpetually jumping into the wormhole. I literally spent probably a solid 2 hours just laughing at the loop of just jumping in the wormhole over and over again. I figured eventually we'd get it right. We didn't. We didn't. We did not. Work is fun. Says nobody ever. Shit. But, yeah, I'm just kind of existing. But I am going to script out, like, a legitimate theory on, as to what the lore could be, but I'm going to rewatch Heist and get all the endings in Heist again during this month until In Space 2 comes out. Because obviously I'm not going to do the theory until I do finish In Space 2, and I've got a lot of research to do, so I feel like giving myself like a month and a half timeline is alright, you know? I'm gonna go through and replay Space again after I replay Date, Heist, and I'm also gonna rewatch the Wharf Stash related content and, I think it was Who Murdered Markiplier? Or something like that, you know, his murder mystery thing, because that also is related to the lore of Warp Stash and Darkiplier. And then Heist, and I think that's all. Oh, maybe? Yeah, anything Warp Stash related and shit like that. So there should be, like, in a month, a legitimate theory video on it, and I'm gonna do theory videos on a lot of shit. I plan on maybe doing it once a month. If I can find something to do it on once a month, I'm sure I can figure it out. And if it's not like a theory video every month, it'll be either a theory video or it's gonna be a deep dive video. Not like a deep dive, but like a deep dive into gaming content or like content that has a lot of lore, so more like an iceberg video, but like in depth. You know how some of those YouTubers will go in and like explain the history of certain things? It's kind of like that, but like with lore. For certain games and franchises and shit that I feel passionately about. So, I'm thinking about calling it Hyperfixation Nation. Or Corner, I don't know. But, I guess I can leave this here, maybe. I don't know. But my theory is that when we aren't going in space with a Markiplier, that it might be just Warfstache. Is my current leading theory, but I also, like I said, I'm gonna have to go back through it and really like analyze it more in depth and try and figure out what this has to do with Warfstache and all that shit. So wish me luck on that, and I will leave this here. So bye, guys.